To break it all down further, I'm joined by former homicide prosecutor Matt Murphy and former senior FBI profiler Mary Ellen O'Toole. Thanks both for being here. Matt, you were really impressed by this.
This is how a task force is supposed to work. They took their time. It was a conglomeration of different agencies that worked together seamlessly. With smart serial killers like this, they really do pay attention. And the DA, or the person pointed out today on TV as he explained that we wanted to be careful to keep it secret. It's exactly how this should go. And the way they put the collage of evidence together is very impressive.
What was the breakthrough, though? Because we had years and years and years go by with nothing happening. The task force first met a little more than a year ago. What happened?
Well, I think that this hit critical mass. There were so many good pieces of evidence that sort of accumulated, but the mitochondrial DNA that came to light, I think, is the most persuasive thing. And when you look at the timeline, that all happened in just the last couple of weeks.
All right, Mary Ellen, a former FBI profiler, drew up a personality profile for the Long Island killer back in 2011. It said that the killer was bright, careful, and sadistic, and said, quote, most likely was a white male married with a girlfriend, well-educated, well-spoken, financially secure, has a job, owns an expensive car or truck. It's amazingly accurate.
It certainly seems to be. And what they do to put all of that information together is a profiler will review all the investigative files that they have available to them. They will review all the forensic reports as well, look at the neighborhood investigation. They will look at the interviews that were done with family members, develop a victimology, and from that they piece everything back together again, so that this profile is not speculative, it's not a guess. It comes from the review of all this information, and primarily the offender's behavior at the crime scene and the offender's interaction with the victim at the time of the murder. So all of that gives a profiler a real solid look into the personality of the offender.
But so I just, what was his motive here? You know, he not only, there's a pattern of behavior here. They're all bound in the same way with their arms and legs wrapped in burlap bags. Several of them, he takes their cell phones and calls their family members and taunts them. What was his motive?
So let me break that down. This is a serial sexual killer. There are different types of serial killers, but the serial sexual killer does this behavior, engages in this behavior for sexual purposes. And as they were describing how the victims were wrapped today, I got the impression that this was more bondage as opposed to wrapping somebody up to prevent them from running away. And when I would see bondage in a serial murder case, bondage is indicative of someone that's also sexually sadistic. And that was something that he did also, I think, for sexual purposes. So the primary motive, not the single motive, but the primary motive was because these crimes were sexually arousing to him.
Matt, I see you nodding.
Right, I couldn't agree more. And in addition, the sexual predators like this tend to be incredibly cruel. Cruel. They get sexual gratification from inflicting pain and from inflicting fear. The Rodney Alcala case is very similar, with bindings where he would torture them horribly and allow them to regain consciousness before doing it again. And I think that meshes with the phone calls he was using. This is a man who was taking the cell phones from his victims and calling, in one case, the sister of the victim to taunt her, which wound up being incredibly important, not only in the location of those cell phone pings, but also in his internet searches. He was asking how come they haven't tracked the killer down based on those phone calls.
So these murders he's charged with all took place between 2007 and 2010, almost always in the summertime. Did he stop killing in 2010? Well,
there's no indication that he necessarily stopped killing. It's possible that he did, but he doesn't want to get caught. So serial killers all the time will improve their technique over time. It's one of the things you see over and over again.
And it's interesting that the DA said in his press conference, we noticed that he was getting burner phones again this summer.
Right.
And that he was reaching out to sex workers this summer. Do you think they were worried that he was about to kill again?
I have no doubt that they were worried he was about to kill again, if he hasn't been doing it all along.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.